Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I'd like to call on stage Mr. Mintu Roy, AVP Exports, who's going to talk about how our products are reaching the world. Mr. Roy, if I can have you on stage, please.
Thank you so much for your time today. And once this dessert is served, probably the remaining part of the food may not be that interesting. But what I would really like to emphasize is that there's been a lot of work that goes on within the Waaree family to see that the requirements, the needs, the necessities of the clients are well met. We represent, as part of this global sales team, we represent like the eyes and ears of the organization. So what we try to do is that we try to come up with what are the feedbacks that we are getting. Based on that feedback, what should we do to fine-tune our offerings and see that we are able to meet. Some of the slides that actually I'm trying to show here is just to refresh upon what our CEO mentioned, what are the things that we have been doing, and what are the project aspects and the possibility of the growth that we will be able to meet. Those are the aspects that go and fine-tune into our overall systems and our offerings, and that's what we are able to offer to our clients. Some other emphasis, all of us understand how the geopolitical situation is actually shaping up, and that's what leads to a lot of decision-making that clients actually emphasize upon. They are continuously looking how to treat their anxiousness over such conditions, and that's what they look after reliable partners like ourselves, and that's what we are trying to do, trying to share the same story, the same energy that we have within Waaree, try and bring it up to speed with them, and so that we become some partner of choice. The other aspects that I would like to emphasize upon is that the markets that we have been currently operating. I mean, of course, the entire globe is our market. That's what we are capable of, and that's where we are continuously striving, and we are trying to aspire upon. But some of these major markets that we have seen, US being one of them, over 50 gigawatts installed in just 1 year. That's the last financial year. And likewise, there are other upcoming markets in Europe, as well as Africa region, and of course, India at large. These are some of the markets where we are currently leaders, and we are constantly striving to capture those markets, listening and understanding what actually the customers want. Some really emphasize and some really important topics about, which really leads to those decision makings are the way we are structured in our DNA. I mean, the emphasis on not being from any entity of concern, which is FIOC compliance, like we have already used a couple of times, not being from a Chinese origin. As a structure, we are not. You have understood the way we have actually structured ourselves as an organization. And furthermore, what are the sort of compliances, the tariff, non-tariff barriers that comes, be it ALM related in India or UFLPA, and again, many other upcoming Section 232 and other aspects, how we are well destined, how we are actually well capable of meeting that, that's what we are actually trying to bank upon. Well, the growth trajectory, not only in US like we mentioned, India is definitely destined to go over 500 gigawatt from renewables, and a major chunk of it is going to be from solar. Those are the aspects, that's the aspirations, that's the story that we are trying to bring out to our customers. From a sales perspective, what we are trying to understand is that what would they need to adopt, or what would they need to reach those overall goals. And what we are trying to do is that we are trying to build them that story, help them understand their stories, and help them with the right resources so that we are able to offer them to complete their overall stories. That's what we are trying to do. Some really key considerations of our sales excellence engines. There are really 4 important tenets, that being, what did we do? We were early movers in various markets, and that early mover advantage is what we have been given, Waaree 1.0, and of course, there are many other aspects that we are doing in 2.0, and of course, subsequently in 3.0. Being first in the market, quickly coming up to speed with decisions and not just making a strategy presentations, but also acting upon it. I think execution has been our very important strength. Other than that, we have been constantly listening. Like I started off, we are the eyes and ears of the organization. keep listening and learning, and how do we fine tune, and again come with those feedbacks and keep working ahead to meet the aspirations that we are all looking for. The last tenet, what we actually are all continuously looking after is, we are trying to become partners of choice. Now, how do we become partners of choice? By, of course, giving not just a product, but the services thereafter. And also not only that services and product that we have actually delivered, but also going forward, is there anything more that we can do to become a one-stop solution? That's our aspiration, and the numbers, the results actually constitute to those aspects. And you would also understand that there's always a healthy competition that we have. Abhishek did mention that he's constantly striving to improve those financial numbers. He's right in his place, and that's what we also try and have those important arguments overall, so that we overall are able to contribute in a positive way towards the organization. That's our constant aspirations. There have been multi-gigawatts of deliveries so far in terms of solar, over 29 gigawatts supplied globally. Those are definitely something which we are really proud of, and we continue to aspire multiple times over. I would really just like to close up with just one or two examples. I mean, something which we have been saying, that listening and learning from the organizations, from customers that we operate. While we have all the products, various leaders have spoken about the solutions that we have been providing. There have been still some aspects which actually slows down probably adoptions of renewable power and solar particularly. Connectivity in India has always been an important concern. What we are currently doing is that not just providing land, but also along with the community, the connectivity solutions. And so along with connectivity, that becomes the overall package for any XYZ organization to quickly adopt and take it up to speed and meet their renewable goals. Another aspect of listening and learning is that clients have always been very particular about, Jignesh sir, our CEO, did mention about how bankable our product is, BNF Tier 1 and other various agencies where we have topped in all of those lists. Taking those feedbacks, and I still remember, like our chairman sir rightly mentioned, we are still not dependent on the third-party agencies to actually deliver the right of product. But we constantly have a PVL, not a PVL, but an NABL standard lab who actually does those all testings and come up to speed with a quality product which the customer so desires. So these have been really, really important and really key considerations for us to take from our clients, bring the product up to a level where they are, absolutely very, confident about, and make us the partners of choice. That's all that I have for now. Thank you so much.